So, what is love? What does love mean? What is the true key definition of love? Well, let me tell you this. The answer is infinite. Why? Because really, there are different views, different opinions, and different idea of what love really is, what it can be. After all, love can be many varying meanings. For example, I could say I love money, I love video games, I love video movies, I love my family. After all, love is just a word. But love is also emotion and feelings that it kind of express that in fact that no words can express and other words cannot. So therefore we use love to show how we feel. How we feel to show that we do appreciate. We do feel a connection, a deeper connection. Or love is just simply that describes that makes us happy. That makes us feel free. But you know something else? Love can be used as a weapon too. A lot of people don't really realize. And if you do realize, well, congratulations. You're just one step to becoming the greatest evil mind in the world. After all, if you know the person's greatest love, you know the person's greatest weakness then. After all, you can use them against them. After all, you can see them in villains, movies and series, comics, that they use families, friends, brothers, sisters, relationship, girlfriends, and use them as levers to make them do whatever they want. Because love is powerful. So powerful that you're willing to do anything to protect that person you love. And notice I keep continuing to say love. Why? Because it's not enough. It's simply merely a word that needs to be continuing to be used. After all, love is one of the most key components in our everyday survival. After all, it's what gives us a conscience, a morale, if you will. It gives us the idea of thinking what we should do for one another. After all, it does make us happy. It does drive us for more. Like, you truly like that person or you love that person, you're willing to do anything for, doesn't matter what it is, or you don't know what you did, or how you did it. Well, man, that's love. Love will make you do crazy things. And I know you heard that saying before, many times before. Love is merely a stepping stone. After all, love is something that can be used or not to use, because it is the humanity's greatest weakness. And it can be a greatest strength if someone has your lover, or your love is dying. You're going to do anything. You're going to fight like no tomorrow. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it meant your own death. What I find strangely about love is that scientists say this is some form of a chemical, like pheromones, or the way the brains react or understand what love is attraction. That we look at one another person and we feel like we're attracted. Like you look at a girl or a guy and you're just like, oh, she's very attractive. Yeah, I like to go with her. Or you just look at your video game and you're like, oh man, this is an awesome game. I love this. It's crazy. It makes me feel like I'm never going to stop playing this crazy game. Yeah. That's pretty much the big difference between it. It's because there's a love for a person and there's a love for an object. Objective love. And also, there's another form of love. There is conditioned and unconditional love. And there's other kinds of love too. There's love of greed, love of vengeance, anger. There are millions of different kinds. Which is why it's stated that love has many different definitions and many different variants that we don't really know what is the real definition. It's like pretty much saying the word more or the or a. They can be used in any place and anywhere, it doesn't matter what it is, it will still make sense. The more fun you like, the more love you get. Like, I'm gonna ask you, like, what do you think love, as your definition, is? Then ask someone else their definition of love. I promise you this, their answer is going to be different from yours. If not, it might be a little bit more similar, but there'll be different conclusions to it. After all, love has different meanings. Love is a strange thing that we yet not fully understand, and yet we try to understand it. We try to figure out how it works. After all, in Greek mythologies, there's Aphrodite, the goddess of love. She orders her Cupid, which I imagine there's child or son. I could be wrong, but that Cupid will go around, shoot his arrow to one person or another, and they fall attracted to love. They say that's how they explain love, is that someone else is set up for another person. It's destiny. Destiny. That you are fated to be with another person. But I think love is because it has some fundamental value. After all, one person to another has an attraction. It's probably due to one of two things. One is that they're opposite, which is the gender wise. One is female, one's male. Or different personality that one another likes. The other form of kind of love that you can tell by fatal attraction is pretty much getting to know the person, be friends for such a long time, and that's the funny thing, is that truly know who your lover is, or you're truly in love with. It's the person who's been your best friend for like 20 years, 15, 10, 5 years, or something like that. That person really knows you and always there for you. That person may be the one. Because not really a lot of people would stick around for that long, or not a lot of people really pay that much attention to you. After all, we all have our own objective. We all have our own goal of what we want in life. So we try to survive and strive for greater things. And how do we survive? And how do we strive for greater things? It's passion. And passion is similar or close to the word love. Passion is something that you really want to do, something you really love to do. Like you want to be a video game designer, or cosmetician, or an actor. It makes you happy, and if you love the job, it makes you want to get up every morning to do it. Again, that's another form of love. And after all, we all think love differently from one another. But how does one learn the idea and understand how love is used in order to perform that specific love, or use it as their own advantage? Like I said earlier, that love can be used as a weapon. Then if you truly understand how it's used, and therefore you truly understand how it works, you have the upper hand, because you'll be willing to do it against someone's free will. After all, love is simply a strong force. In fact, it's strong in equal hand of hate. Some people may argue with that, but you know what, you gotta know, like I mentioned in balance, that everything has a balance. In order for there to be love, there's gotta be hate. In order to like someone, there is someone you don't like. It's a balanced weigh scale. You have to know where it fits. Some people say that love is just another metaphorically speaking about the heart. What the heart wants. What the heart wants. Yeah. But what I think love is simply merely a thing that we don't fully understand or truly understand until we know exactly how that truly feels. And again, everybody feels differently, and everybody has different views and opinion of what love is. So you can't really abstract other people's view of love. There is abusive love and mental love, corrosive love, and puppy love, relations of love, and there's true love. There is many, many forms, and yet you only have to ask yourself the question, what kind of love are you in? What kind of love do you have? You have the love of the family, the love of the friends, love of the relationship, love of your games, love of your love. You see what I'm saying? No, I didn't think so. Me either. But you know what? It's not meant to be understood. It's not meant to be known. Then again, it could be the cosmos. The universe is working its way, trying to put things together and string things together for a purpose. After all, that's what destiny really means, is that you're alive for one reason, or you're alive for many other reasons, but to serve a purpose. But I don't really believe in destiny. I think we make our own life. After all, we do have free will. No thanks to God. But, yeah. But you know what? I'm not really done talking about love. After all, this is only part 1. Next week, I will upload part 2, Monday. There's another deeper meaning of love that I've already mentioned in this video. If you can find what I mean, congratulations, you know what I'm about to talk about Monday. But we're going to get a little bit deeper definition of love. Get a really raw idea what it means and what it is about. After all, there are still more to be learned from this emotional feeling, or the word love. Well, this is Devin, and I am talking to the world. See you next time, or next week.